part of being a manga artist, I feel, is knowing your limits. A lot of us are trapped in this one series limbo where we just focus on one series, and then if it don't get the traction it need, you get discouraged, and it's just like, nah, we got to do like how they do over East. Cause we got to study. We have to study where this comes from. You know what I'm saying? They do one shots until something sticks.
You basically want to be a pimp, but for your manga. It's like, yo, you want to have a whole bunch of hoes and see which one is the most profitable. You want to have a whole bunch of story ideas, and it's like, all right, cool. This is the one that everybody likes.
Nowadays, we're in the dark age of where everything that's popular is just dark, depressing, and it's crazy. It's just graphic, which is cool, but it's just like I'm trying to tackle more on the lighthearted adventure type thing to show that there's still happiness around here.
Yeah, man, I'm not a One Piece guy.
I understand. Give it 100 episodes.
Yo, that sounds so crazy. Some of my favorite anime only have 100 episodes. You're like, give it 100 episodes. I'm like, yo, y'all on episode 1,000 right now. What the fuck?
Like, I've actually watched them through. I watched the one with Chris Burns, watched the one with Red, I've watched the one with Mark. I watched quite a few. I've watched the reviews of like Oblivion Rouge. Like, I've been peeping you, bro. You feel me? For a minute. So,
thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So I get the vibes. It's real chill and organic. You know what I'm saying? So if you got any questions that you honestly want to ask too, bro, I'm like, prepared to answer them too, bro.
Of course, man. We'll get right into it. Bro. But how you doing, man? How's everything going on your end? How's life?
Oh, man, I'm all good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally just made me some food. You know what I said? And I was just like, man, you know what I'm saying? I said, I'm supposed to be linking up with bro. And I was like, wait, hold on. Eastern, Central. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, yo, you feel me?
And you're from Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Now, is that how you know Mark, or you guys don't know each other?
See, and that's gonna be we do know each other, but it's crazy. We met each other through DeAndre, and DeAndre's not from here.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting how that came about. And when we get into the shits, I'll explain how that came into.
It's so crazy how connected this guy DeAndre is to the indie manga scene. It's nuts, bro. It's like everybody that I know that's got shit cooking that's badass. It's like everybody praises DeAndre. It's like, yo, this guy is like the Suge Knight, the P Diddy of fucking the manga industry, bro. It's nuts.
For real,
at the American manga industry.
Yeah.
At least. But either way, it's like it's dope, man. And let me introduce this, and then we'll keep going in. Everybody, welcome to the bminusTV podcast. Guess what? We are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts now. So for all of you audio listeners, the people that don't want to pay for YouTube Red and just want to listen to this shit on the go and who aren't hopping onto the Patreon, we've got it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, which is really dope. And then as well as YouTube, you can obviously see both of our pretty faces, which is incredibly dope. But I have a guest here today, right? Seji Botto, who is the creator and artist of Slump X, which is also available on Onsoru GO. We're going to talk all about this. I actually read the project, which is pretty cool. Bro, I like the artwork, man.
Thank you.
Very, very unique. So tell me, how'd you create that art style?
Constantly studying and reading Dragon Ball manga. Akira Toriyama is my all-time favorite manga artist.
I could tell your backgrounds. Literally, when I saw it, I was like, yo, this is kind of Dragon Ball-ish.
Oh, yeah. It's real. They're real simplistic. If you really like break them down, it's just like they're not too complicated, but they have like an architectural feel to it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I like it.
I lean to that style.
I like it. So you do the story. Obviously, you write the story and you do the artwork as well.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Do you do the coloring as well?
Yes, I do. For the most part, I do. Within the past months, I've dabbled in employing assistants. So I have a colorist. His name is Miracle Heist.
Okay.
On Twitter, and he's been helping me out, quite a bit. So
that's a fire ass name, Miracle Heist.
Yeah.
I love the names that everybody has. Everybody has names like it's like a gamer tag or it's like a profile on an MMO. It's dope. I like it.
Right.
I like it. You said he's your assistant, so Like, do you pay him, or is
Oh
it
yeah,
like
yeah,
an
yeah, yeah,
intern?
yeah,
Or
yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's basically like it's like a commission base. You know what I'm saying? Like he has his prices on his Twitter. You know what I'm
yep.
saying? Which I'll plug. You know what I'm saying? I'll plug you with all of that. You know what I'm saying? For people
Okay.
to commission him, he does amazing coloring art. And yeah, yeah. I just send him pages, and then he'll just tell me his rating, and I'll just do it. You know.
Yo, that color scheme is hard as fuck, bro.
Thank you, thank you. Wait,
I like
which
it.
piece are you referring to?
It's obviously in the beginning pages because like in the beginning there's a lot of pages that are colored and then it
Oh yeah, yeah,
transitions
yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
the black and white.
Yeah, okay, yeah. He did those for sure.
Okay. Yeah. I was looking at it, I was like, yo, I really, really like this color scheme. I like the
Mhm.
color scheme. I also like now, did he manually or hand color it, or is it digital? Or is it both?
Digital, digital.
See, that shit is nice because when
Yeah,
I saw it, I was like, yo, this shit
it
looks
looks
like it's
traditional.
like Copic markers or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I was like, yo,
yeah.
this is fire. But like now it's like technology is so crazy. I remember when I was doing this shit when I was in college,
Hmm.
and it was like the most difficult thing in the world to paint things digitally, like on Photoshop. Photoshop was pretty much like the only thing. There was Corel Painter and all these other crazy programs, but the main one was Photoshop, and
Yeah,
it was so hard because you had to literally customize your own brush. You couldn't go online and download
right.
brushes and shit. And it's like
Now they
now
got a
all this
whole
shit's
community
easy.
for it where, you know what I'm saying, like I can make a brush and then you can like copy it and everything and
Yeah.
then put money in my pocket, you know what I'm saying, to have the same style of brushes and everything. It's pretty cool. Just the community aspect of sharing assets and materials and, all that
Mhm.
stuff.
That's dope. That's dope. So where do you want to start, man? You want to start with your connection with DeAndre, how you got into manga, how'd you create the story for Slumpland X? Where you want to start, man?
Man, I guess we can start with the DeAndre factor because that started the whole Onsoru GO movement and everything.
All right. For
So
everybody that doesn't know, DeAndre Muffet, he is the owner of Pulse Manga. He has brought a lot of indie manga, just manga in general, to my attention. And every time that I run into someone that does manga, they always mention DeAndre. So this is just another testament to
he's a
that.
great man, for real, like for real.
Cool,
This isn't
cool,
a
man.
sponsored ad for DeAndre.
Not at all, not at all. So yeah, so how'd you meet him, man?
So it really started from Facebook groups, like I was just posting my art in these Facebook groups, specifically the Black comic creators, Black manga Facebook groups, you know what I'm saying? And I just noticed that he was a frequent engager with my posts. And in those groups, it's real hit or miss with who engages with your stuff and everything. So, you know how artists be. It's just real elitist, you know what I'm saying? So you got people who don't even like the anime manga style and they're more on the realistic. So it's like they don't pay no mind to it.
Yeah,
But he was showing love. And then I believe I reached out to him first. I reached out to him first because I was just like, yeah, man. So what's to you, bro? Like, what do you do? You be like, I just see that you're engaged with a lot of these people. You know what I'm saying? And then he told me what he was on, like about post manga and everything. And I was just like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. And I was just like, it's pretty cool that you're this accessible because, you know what I'm saying? I just can't imagine myself being able to just hit up one of these other, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, other companies and just be like, hey, let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me pick your
yeah,
brain. You know what I'm saying? DeAndre was just like, yeah, man. So what do you want to know? I was just like, man, this, that, and this. You know what I'm saying? And then he just put me on. So and then he actually showed me that you can actually like there's actual community in here. Like everyone can eat. You know what I'm saying? There is a competitive aspect to all of this because I'm a competitive person, to be honest with you.
okay,
But we can all eat. You know what I'm saying? There's literally room for all of us to do this in here. And he's shown me that throughout the last what 4 years that I've been building with him. Like he's shown me that, you know what I'm saying? And to this day he continues to show me that, you know what I'm
I
saying?
like it. I like it, man. That's dope. That's dope. The camaraderie, the community. That's
Hmm.
one thing that I see. It's people aren't afraid to connect people with other people, if that makes sense.
Right.
Because I would have never found out about you if it wasn't because I guess you saw that I was either communicating with Mark or Mark Reels, and Mark actually had mentioned you when you messaged me at the same time, which is
I'm
funny.
dead.
He mentioned you, and I was like, he was like talking about Onsoru GO. He was like, "Yo, you ever heard of Slump X and like all these other shits?" And I was like, I don't know if I've heard of it, but if I see the artwork, I'll know. And then I literally checked my DMs, and you messaged me at the same
Like,
time I'm
hey.
on the phone with this guy, which is funny. But yeah, he was telling me about Onsoru GO as well,
Mhm.
and it's dope how everybody is connected, man.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. That's good. And you know, just sharing that knowledge and sharing that information, because that's why I kind of started this. Um, and shout out to Daniel D. Calvo, because he actually pushed me to do it. I always wanted to do it, but I was like, am I good enough? He was like, nah, just do it. He's like, I'll be the first person. I was like, all right,
Mhm.
cool. But I always want to see what makes people tick in this. Like, what makes people good? You know, how do you become successful? How do you do the right type of things, if that makes
Right.
sense? Cool. Cool. So that's dope, man. And that's dope. So now meet DeAndre.
Yep.
How do you go from meeting somebody that is in the indie manga scene, that's creating his own companies, got his own thing, to now you actually creating your own project?
Okay. So to be fair, I've always wanted to do the Shonen Jump thing because here in Chicago we don't have really like a manga hub. We just have a bunch of comic creators and everything. And, you know what I'm saying? No diss to them, but you can tell the difference between like Marvel inspired, DC inspired comic influence as
Yeah.
opposed to like Bleach, Naruto, Dragon Ball, like that feeling that you can get from just looking at it. Like, oh, okay, this feels like a manga, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
Are you talking about like now, or are you talking about in the past?
it's the same as it was then. If you ask me,
Really? So anime is not that big in Chicago?
I mean it is, but yeah, bro, we can get we gonna talk. So it's like it is on a level of like, let's say like with us, like on a blurred tip. You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally just, if you ask me, it's literally on a surface level basis. You feel me? People just only like gravitate towards the commercial the commercial stuff. And I ain't trying to gatekeep because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't watch much anime nowadays anyways because I'm too busy trying to create one. You feel me? So I'm not really watching it. So I can't really I don't gatekeep that. But I don't really feel like it's, we have people out here who like organically love it. Like I know that you rock with it. You know what I'm saying? I know that we're out there, but it's just like the trend, the surge of it being popularized again, or for the first time this much, kind of blurs the lines. You got people that really weren't really watching it 2 years ago, so they only really watch Naruto or Jujutsu Kaisen, and that's fine. You feel me? But it's just like there's more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if we focus on, like with Onsoru GO, focus on like the actual manga aspect, like pay homage to like the folks over east, you know what I'm saying, while creating a lane for our culture, because I'm not trying to like bow out to that, but I'm gonna be like, let's say like with rap, you know what I'm saying? They gonna show love to us.
Yeah.
When it come to this rap, they gonna show love and they gonna be respectful about it before they quote unquote appropriate it or whatever, or turn it into their own. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we got to do the same thing, not just like, because I'm gonna be honest with you, that's the whole point of like on Sober Go. I'm trying to change the narrative because the way that the scape is right now, it's not healthy and it's not good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What do you mean by it not being healthy?
as in like, it feels industrialized to me. It doesn't really feel organic. It just feels like a bunch of us are making manga just to make it, just to say that we can make it, and not really have a longevity aspect about it. It's just like,
Okay, I see. I
a
see.
lot of us are able to draw really well, really really well. We can draw manga. A lot of us can do that, and some of us do it just for the simple fact that we can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'll say like, uh, I read stories. Okay. Nowadays we're in the dark age of where everything that's popular is just dark, depressing, and it's crazy. It's just graphic, which is cool, but it's just like I'm trying to tackle more on the lighthearted adventure type thing to show that there's still happiness around here, or there's still imagination, where it doesn't have to be, you know, storytelling, being
Okay.
able to tell a story from beginning, middle to end, and have it be a classic without, I don't know, appropriating. That's just really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my world with my character, I've gotten people that told me that it looks like they thought that I was Japanese before I showed my face because of how I drew it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But the dead giveaway is because my character is melanated. You know what I'm saying? And I don't push my character as a black character. That's just that's the race of people. It's just the
Yeah.
race. That just so happens to be them because I feel like I don't need to push that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm clearly, you know, so I'm clearly a nigga making manga. You feel me?
Yeah.
You gonna pop up at the cons and I'm gonna be there drawing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be there, and I want us to tell stories that are like organic. You know what I'm saying? And diverse stories. You know what I'm saying? Not copycat stories or anything, which will lead me to the whole Slumpland X thing because I feel like I went a little overboard with what I was trying to do. And a part of being a manga artist, I feel, is knowing your limits because a lot of us are trapped in this one series limbo where we just focus on one series. And then if it don't get the traction it need, you get discouraged. And it's just like, nah, we got to do like how they do over East. Because we got to study. We have to study where this comes from. You know what I'm saying? They do one shots. They do one shots until something sticks. And then after like a couple one shots, they're like, okay, this is the story I want to expand on. And I already have a fan base from the previous one shots. So they're going to love this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As opposed to like me, I have Slumpland X, right? I have only Slumpland X. So if that flops, what else do I have? I have to spend another 12 months in the chamber to make something, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I want to focus on a short story. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Like, or I feel like that's what it should be. You know what I'm saying? People should do that. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like, just like studies. It's just a way of doing this. And this turns the whole climate unhealthy. It's just things are unrealistic with the whole approach of making it. You know what I'm saying? And I myself have found this out myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to speak from a holier than thou. Like, I encounter it every other day. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So, yeah, I kind of rambled a lot right there.
No, that's good, man. That's fucking why you're here, bro. It's like we want to see your insight. We want to get that input. You said a bunch of stuff, man. One of the things was creating all those one shots and seeing if it sticks. That's a
Mm-hmm.
unique perspective. Do you think it's better to do that, or do you think it's better to, hey, maybe I create one story, but that shit is fire, and I put my heart and soul into it, and then I market that shit good. Can't you be successful that way too?
I feel like you could if you got the money to do it, because then you would have the money to literally force feed it to us. You know what I'm saying? Because if people aren't interested in something, you're not gonna be interested in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure there's manga that you've tried to read, and it's just like I'm gonna give it a shot, and it's just like it's just not hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well, not everybody's gonna like everything, but you can have a lot of people like a project. You don't need everybody. You just need a handful of people,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And I'm only thinking because I tell this to everybody. It's like I'm writing my own story. I got a bunch of different ideas on stories
mm-hmm,
that I could write, but I'm always trying to figure out what's the best way that I could do it. One of the things is I understand marketing. I understand branding. I understand social media. So
mm-hmm,
and I understand it, and I'm actually practicing it, and I'm growing it, and I'm trying to get better at it, so
mm-hmm.
I could become some sort of like a fucking madhouse like power machine that like anything I touches turns to fucking gold.
Right,
Like
right,
remember
right, right.
Rob Deerdeck was at one point where he was like, yo, I could market fucking cotton candy and that
Mm-hmm.
shit would be a multi-million dollar business. Like he
Right, right,
literally
right,
had his hands in everything and it was just turning into gold. And that's what I want to be, except in like the nerd community. Like I want to be able to make comics, manga. I want to be able to make short animations that like just like pop and blow up, but then I also want to figure out how to monetize on it
right.
effectively. So I'm always like, that's what I'm saying. I want to pick your brain because maybe some aspects I could do that mentality where it's like you make a whole bunch of different things and see which one pops. And it's like, all right, cool, let's double down on this and then let's take it to like another level.
So let's say so what you're doing is exactly what I'm doing right now. So my one shot I'm working on right now is called EnDjinn Quest, and I already have it planned out. I've designed it for it to be a one shot, and I also have designed a story for it to be a long series.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm so passionate about the story that I'm like, all right, I'm going to expand on it. You feel me? Let me just see what I can do with just half of this story. If I could just tell half of this story and I could reel the people in with just half of it without having an exposition dump. Because you don't want to just dump all of this stuff on people. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make them confused and everything. But it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like the one shot, it's to test out ideas. You know what I'm saying? So like with EnDjinn Quest, I'm going to put out this one shot. Based on the reception of that, I'm going to start on the actual series.
Yeah.
Of that, and I already have the premise for that series that ties into this one shot that makes it all make sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like definitely been at the drawing board, but it's even fun, bro, because it's just like, damn, okay, I didn't even know I could tell the same story twice but differently. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like it's basically just like putting half of it out, seeing if people rock with the concepts, then reeling it back and be like, oh, okay, now y'all ready for the real. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Like with me specifically, like I'm gonna switch up my MC. Like I got a whole nother main character brewing for that specific long series. If the one shot is successful in my eyes, you know what I'm saying? And that's really that. I basically just say, like, if you have like an idea, this is just a recommendation for just anybody. And I'm taking this advice myself. It's just like, if you just got an idea, just do a draft story of that idea. It don't have to be like 10 drafts, but it's just like, okay, let me focus on telling it from beginning, middle to end with a conflict and a resolution and see how I can tell the story. If I can wrap it up right, you know what I'm saying? Like if I can captivate readers in all of this, you know what I'm saying? Because the artwork is the easy part, bro. That's the easy part. We can all sit and
you basically want to be a pimp, but for your manga. It's like, yo, you want to have a whole bunch of hoes and see which one is the most profitable. You want to have a whole bunch of story ideas, and it's like, all right, cool. This is the one that everybody likes. All right,
then
cool.
You meet that one.
Yep. There you go. All right, cool. I get it that way. I get it. I like it.
But hey, man, different strokes for different folks. You feel me? But that's just a recommendation. You know, like it's just always good to test the waters, so you don't feel like you put all your eggs in the basket and then you get discouraged if you don't get the results that you know what I'm saying, that you didn't expect to yield.
Yeah. But there's also something that's liberating and freeing when it's like, no matter what the fuck the results are, it's like, if you're doing something that like you truly care about, that you truly love, then necessarily whatever the results are, it's like, I'm cool with it. Like, that's why I love that I do this, is because it's no matter what the results are, I'm fucking cool with it, because I love this is shit that I was doing before I was looking to make money, or before I was looking to get attention on social media. I just love chopping it up and talking about all kind of nerd shit, and that's something that like speaks with me. So it's like, either way, it's like, it's so freeing and liberating doing that shit regardless.
Hell yeah.
Nice. All right, cool. So now it sounds like you're leaving Slumpland X, then you're moving on to your next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had a whole story written out for that one, but it's all based around the same principle of power and everything. Like everything is pretty much the same in the same universe. It's just failed trials. Like,
okay,
I've just failed at telling a story, the same story like 3 times, but this time I actually like sat and actually like read other stories focused on conflict and resolution.
Okay.
And I actually just like took the time to write, because I love to draw. I'm like really impatient. I want to just get right into it. Like, I've drawn hundreds of manga pages that won't see the light. Well, they probably will. I just share them randomly when I'm bored, but like they're not published or anything, because I'm just like, damn, I had no direction. because I wasn't patient enough to conceptualize it. I just wanted to draw it, you know what I'm saying? But this time around, I've actually like passed along the story plot lines to others so that they can read.
Okay.
Gotten feedback, you know what I'm saying? I have an editor. I've had him read it over and everything. So I've been really trying to take the traditional process of putting out a story, you know.
Okay. All right, cool. We'll hop back to that. Let's go on to Onsoru GO. What the hell is Onsoru GO? What the hell does that mean? Where'd you guys get that name from? Because I'm like, I don't speak Japanese. I don't know if it's
You
Japanese.
said, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is Onsoru GO? But I say that about everything. Like when I first heard about Naruto, I was like, what the fuck is a Uzumaki? It's like, all right. And then you learn, and it's like, all right, this anime is cool. And then you go from, nah, this is my top 5 anime of all time right here.
So Onsoru GO is basically it's our the Shonen Jump of the West. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to do. I ain't trying to use it as overused. You feel me? But trying to be Chicago's first manga publishing company. Well,
Okay.
we are. You know what I'm saying?
It.
And right now, you know, we're a digital platform. We're similar to the Saturday AMs, the Noir Seasons, the Black Sand, the Shrine Comics, the Pulse mangas, all of that. You know what I'm saying? We're just, you know, the newest contenders in the fold and everything. So just, you know, another manga publishing company that's creator ran.
Okay. All right. Cool. Who's the head of Onsoru GO?
So it's 3. It's like a Hydra. But okay, see, me, I'm the face.
There you go.
We got Khalil Halim, number 25. He goes by we call him Khalil. He's the editor in chief, and then we have our chairman, Jay. You know, call him Jay. So me, Jay, and Khalil.
Okay.
So we actually are homies that, you know, we're actually real life bros that stay out here in Chicago, and we just one day formed it in the basement, which is like, yo, man, like Khalil and I, you know, Khalil's a manga artist too. He writes his stories and draw as well. And we were just like, man, we're working on these mangas. And I did my research on all the companies and everything. I had came to the conclusion that I didn't want to submit to any companies. I didn't want to. So I was just like, let's just make a platform where we can or a website where we could just put our manga up there, just us, just me and you, Khalil. And he was just like, all right, let's do it.
That's all you need, bro. That's all you need right now. It's like, yo, you want to build up your own fucking cachet. So then when you're big enough, it's like you don't really have to submit, like you said, to all of these different publishers.
Exactly, bro. So like that was 4 years ago, you know? So we did that, and you know, that's how DeAndre get tied into it, you feel me? Because he started seeing what I was doing, and I was just like, you know, I asked questions, you feel me? So I was like, hey, yo, bro, so like, should I do this? Should I do that? Or he was just like, you know, it's probably not smart if you do that, so maybe you should do this. And I was just like, all right, cool, I'm gonna try that, you know what I'm saying? And then we did that. And then DeAndre helped us get set up with the app, like the site that you see now if you go to onsorugo.net.
Yep.
That was literally, I'm not even gonna disrespect him and say 89%. I'm gonna say 95% of that was DeAndre.
Damn.
He did the designs and all of that. All we did was provide the artwork and all of that. I also learned how to do UI and UX design. He taught me how to use the app design and everything. So he's like, he mentored me for real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out you, bro. You know, so I told you, I shout you out. You know what I'm saying? So, after that, and this is how, I love how this organic conversation just starting to roll now. This is how Mark Reels came into the picture. You feel me? Yep. So like, I'm like, man, so how do we go about doing this? You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, well, you should probably like get a little roster. You know what I'm saying? You should find other like-minded creators around you. You know what I'm saying? And he said, you know what's crazy? I actually know a guy. And he was going to submit to post manga, but his manga was a little bit too graphic at the moment. But I think it'll be a good fit for yours. And he's from Chicago. I was like, oh, word? And then he linked us up. And
Yo,
then,
that's so fire. Yo, I
yeah,
fucking love hearing shit like that, man. I gotta
yeah.
have DeAndre back again.
Yeah,
I feel
bro, you
like,
do. Because I
yeah,
saw that one too. I watched that one too. That was
yeah,
a good one.
I gotta have him back on here, man. Yeah, that's dope, man. That he did that for you guys. Um, yeah, man. I mean, first off, w- with Onsoru GO, are you guys gonna have like mature content than like a Pulse would?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I feel like something like Slumpland X, I could see that on Pulse.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So for a minute, it was on Post Rookies. It was on their Post Rookie site, you know what I'm saying?
So that might be where I saw Slumpland X then.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but no, we have a legit diverse cast of manga on the roster for Onsoru GO. It's pretty crazy because we're focusing on like story writing. You know what I'm saying? Because we can draw for you know what I'm saying. We all have our own styles and everything, but it's just like the story part. That's the part that'll get people. I'm focused on readership and engagement. You know what I'm saying? Comments, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like, if people are checking my, that's why like when people are checking our app or anything, which we're revamping right now because we're doing it's a whole thing. I'll tell you when we off the air, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got some crazy stuff in the pipeline, but it's like with like apps and everything, you have to drive reader engagement. That's where you have to see people commenting, people like sharing and everything, especially in the lane of manga, bro. This isn't
Yeah.
music where you can just see people's plays and it's just like, no, I need people to like individuals such as yourself, bro, influencers such as yourself who will take the time out and be like, all right, man, let me check out this title right here. You know what I'm saying, y'all? This is dope. I think y'all should check it out. That's literally how this is all going to work. This is
Yeah.
literally and I feel like I'm a musician too. I make music too. I rap. And that's what I was doing before I was doing all of this. So I know the marketing and all of that. I know how to get my brand in front of people's eyes, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that all plays into like just how we have to like push and drive the engagement, readership. We have to get the community involved because I feel like now it's just pushing books onto people. I want to get people involved. Like if I make a magazine, right? If I made a magazine, bro, what would you want to see in that magazine? Obviously, it's manga. But what would you want to see in that magazine, bro? Why would you buy that magazine?
I mean, if you can throw a couple naked women in, no, I'm joking.
I mean, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Nah, I mean, what I would like to see, magazines that I really liked when I was younger. I
Mhm.
liked Game Informer. I liked Nintendo. What was Nintendo's man? Like I liked all the video game magazines
I
because
think it
it
was called
just had
Nintendo Direct or something, some shit.
no, I think
Nintendo
it was
Power.
Nintendo Power. Yeah, no, Nintendo Power. What I say, Game Informer. PlayStation had theirs. Like all of that shit. Like what I would like to see is a magazine with all kind of different shit. So obviously you'll have the mangas that are in there. Fuck it, just put mangas and comics in there. Put mangas, comics. Put somebody like myself who maybe wrote an article or some shit like that, or I just thought of something. I'll fuck it. I'll just say it right here. Anyway, you can create a digital magazine where it's like story, then maybe like an article on like one of the bigger mangas. And then you flip the next page and it's like a vertical video where it's like somebody like me talking about, I don't know, whatever. And then you flip it again and it's a new story. Like a magazine that's really, truly digital, like not just reading, something that's interactive. I just thought of that. I'm giving you guys free game right
You
now. But
funny as
if nobody
that.
fucking does that shit, I'm going to do it myself. Right, there you go. But like,
Yeah,
see, like that's how my fucking mind works.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, all right,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
How can we be innovative? What's some shit that I want to see? Maybe see some fucking comedians or doing some shit like RDC World on like a quick like 15 to 30-second clip, and you're like, yo, that show's funny, and then you go to like the next page, and then it's a new story or a new manga or a new comic.
Right.
That would be dope. That would be something that people could honestly subscribe to or pay for or at least tune into.
Okay.
It's almost like watching like a Saturday morning cartoon block, but it's just digital.
Okay.
I know Moonlayer Studios, shout out to Pandio and Okami, they're doing something where they're doing it's almost like a hybrid of anime and manga. It's going to be manga chapters, but it's going to be interactive, and they're actually going to have voiceovers talking as the characters. Something like that incorporated would be freaking dope.
See, and you see all what you just said. It's incentive. People it's what's gonna bring you to it. So like yeah, like literally it's that the interviews, and you're a perfect example. You know what I'm saying? Let's say like we'll literally have an article written by you about what your favorite picks of the month were or something. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
10 manga tips, top secret manga tips from Seji Bot. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that people will be like, oh, hold on, let me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm a subscribe because I want to find out. I might learn something from this. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on TikTok recently too. I went viral a little bit with videos. I said videos, videos. Just slight tutorial videos on like how to draw a manga panel. You know, just simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? And people gravitated towards that, and that told me that people go to TikTok to learn. You know what I'm saying? So okay,
Yeah.
why not? You know what I'm saying? Translate that media. You know what I'm saying? So you know what? No, forget it. I'm finna say it. So we're working on a physical magazine on Onsoru GO. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? A monthly physical magazine. So this is something that we've been in the works with. That's been in the works for about a year now. You know what I'm saying? We already partnered up with our printers. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? Like everything, brother. Everything.
I was gonna ask. I was like, "Yo, you guys gonna have like physicals?" I was like, "Yo, you need to send one my way. Let me order that shit."
Oh, yeah, man, say less. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I got you, man. You feel me?
There we go.
For
There
real,
we
for real.
go.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
you
Like
said you were a rapper before. Who's your favorite rapper? Who you listening
MF
to?
Doom.
MF Doom. All right, cool. I already know what type of time you're on now. I already know you're a lyricist now. All
Yeah,
right, say
yeah,
no
yeah.
more. Say no more. Is he from Chicago?
Nah, man.
No,
He's from
he's
he's
from
from New York,
New York,
but
right?
technically he's from the UK.
Okay.
Well, it's not really a fun fact, but he died in the UK because he was like kind of deported.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I
man.
know he
Another
died
fun
on
fact:
Halloween.
he was deported by Biden, man, and then Biden had his song in his inauguration playlist. Damn.
That's that's shiesty right there. That's crazy.
But yeah, man. Doom is my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Very, very comic book manga type of answer for a rapper to say.
You feel me?
Yeah. All right. I could dig it. I could dig it. I mean, my favorite rapper. You could call me commercial, call whatever, but Drake is my favorite, bro. Well, let me put this out. Jay-Z is my favorite.
Okay.
Hove is going to be my favorite rapper. I'm from New York. I was born in Brooklyn, like the Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But like now it's between Jay-Z and Drake. Those are my two favorite.
Hey man, look, I've rocked with Aubrey since Degrassi, bro. So I can respect it.
There we go. Wheelchair Jimmy right there.
Yeah,
Yo,
you feel me?
Degrassi is
Hey,
my
he
shit,
was
bro.
rapping on there too.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Degrassi was my shit when I was younger.
Yeah. So they don't
Crazy.
know nothing about that, man. So you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I had to put my wife onto it, but it's so cheesy watching it now. It's like watching
yeah,
it now, you're like, what the fuck is this? If you've never
right,
watched it before. But
yeah,
like if you watched it when you were younger, you love that shit because you kind of grew up the same rate that
yeah.
they grew up. Like they was using dial-up internet AIM, and I was like, oh shit, I used to use that. And now it's like you watch it now, it's like, yo, that
It's
shit
just
is
like,
old
damn,
as fuck.
right.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I saw you were born in 91, so you're the same age as my brother. So you're
Mhm.
30. What am I, 30? I'm 34, so you're 32?
I'm gonna be 32 in September.
Okay. All right.
31 and a half, bro.
There you go, man. There you go. All right, cool. So we kind of got like the same gauge. What would you say? So I know we established Dragon Ball Z's, you were influenced by Akira, what is your favorite anime of all time? Or you could give me your top five. You could give me your top five.
Okay, in no particular order, I'll say Naruto, Gundam Wing.
Very rarely do I have people say Gundam Wing is in
Yeah,
their top, but that's a fire. That's a fire anime. Is that the best mech anime though?
I mean, if you ask me, I'm gonna say yeah. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because I rock with the other. Like I like the Mobile Suit Gundam, like 0079 with Amuro and Char and all of that. So it's like I rock with it. You feel me? So it's I don't know. I'm gonna say Wing for now, but you know what I'm saying. If I send you a message 2 weeks later and change that, you know what I'm saying, you get it.
They had a fire ass Super Nintendo side scrolling game that was like Street Fighter.
What for Gundam?
Yeah, for Super Nintendo.
Oh.
I forget like the exact name, but that shit was so fire, underrated. I think I got that shit from like Chinatown in New York or some shit.
So the one I had the one on PlayStation. It was called Battle Assault, and it was a side scroller. You feel me? So it was like you could play with like Hito and all of them. So them side scrollers were pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? They were pretty dope.
Yeah, side scrollers are forever gonna be fire.
Let's see.
But all right, cool. So we got what we say. We had Gundam.
Naruto.
Gundam and Naruto. All right, cool. What else? We got regular like Naruto or Shippuden.
Naruto.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I can tell like Slump Man X is kind of like Naruto vibes right there.
It's just like of course I'm gonna say Dragon Ball. I just wanted to wait. I don't know how I was gonna stall out for that one. And bro, I'm like, I like the basics really, honestly. Like everything else. Okay, and I'm gonna say One Piece. It's not done yet. One Piece. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, man, I'm not a One Piece guy, man. I'm not.
I understand.
I plan on watching it. I'm gonna sit like watch it like for real, for real. I got up to like episode, I think like 40 or something, and then I stopped. I'm gonna rewatch it from the beginning, like because I want to see why everybody loves this anime.
Give it 100 episodes.
Yo, that sounds so crazy. Some of my favorite anime only have 100 episodes. You're like, give it 100 episodes. I'm like, yo, y'all on episode 1,000 right now. What the fuck?
Hey, so yeah, man. Look, if you like I said, like I peeped in the interview you did with Red. That's when I heard that you were working on a story, bro. If you're working on a story, I would recommend just giving it a shot because just how the story is formatted is dope. You feel me? You ain't gotta really like it, but then you'll be like, damn, okay, that's how it happens. You feel me? Like I can't sit and just watch One Piece or like, cause I'm not like I'm too busy drawing. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't watch anime and read because I don't like to take too much inspiration. I've already got enough from Toriyama. You feel me? So I'm like trying to literally zero in. But what the fuck? Yeah, I mean, I lost my train of thought.
No, it's okay. You were talking about watching One Piece, especially from.
Oh yeah. So it's like the story's it's too deep. You know what I'm saying? Like it's dope, but it's just like you really have to literally take out a chunk of time to watch that. So you're doing it the right way. You feel me? Like you're gonna get as far as you're gonna get to. And then whenever you start working on your stuff for real, like get into it, you're gonna be like, man, I ain't trying to watch or read this shit, man. Like,
all right, yeah. I'm gonna give you my top 5 right now.
All right, come on.
I'm gonna give you my top 5. My top 5 is way better than One Piece, so I don't want to hear from anybody.
All right,
I'm going Yu Yu Hakusho. That's my.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, all right, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z. I would say Dragon Ball Z was the anime that I lost my virginity to.
I'm dead.
Yu Yu Hakusho was the anime that was doing all of the crazy moves on me that made me fall in love with it. That's how I'll put like those two. Dragon Ball Z is not the first anime that I've watched, but it's the first one that I actually like. Oh, like this is like the shit.
Yeah. Same, bro.
Yu Yu Hakusho, right? Lover and mistress, right there. Naruto. I'll just put Naruto. I'll put Naruto and Shippuden together because there are moments in like Naruto that were just mind blowing, and then
That,
Shippuden was just like on a whole nother level.
I don't mean to interrupt you. To be honest and technical, there ain't no Naruto Shippuden, bro. It's all just Naruto. If we going by them, if we going canonic, that's just on some marketing purposes. I didn't have to have this debate with folks about Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
But there's a difference between them, though. It's the same thing, like a difference between Naruto and Boruto.
No, no,
You don't think there's a difference? Wait, tell me. You don't think there's a difference between Boruto, Shippuden, and Naruto?
Boruto.
There's
No.
there's a difference. There's a difference.
So like, okay,
There's a massive difference.
let's say, okay, first, so Naruto, first Naruto, then Naruto Shippuden. Cut those two, put those away.
Okay,
Classics. Classics. Boruto is a whole nother IP. That's
it's still part of the timeline, though. It's still same character, same.
You know, yeah, but look, see, I love these combos. So like in Japan, though, look, it's Boruto. It's a whole separate thing. Canonic. Okay, we can connect the stories because of what happened. You feel me? But let's say like Naruto. Naruto is just Naruto. Okay. From the very first episode till the very last, to when he became Hokage, that was all Naruto. When they wanted to market it over here to us, because they were still trying to catch up with the chapters and shit, it was all right, we're going to call Naruto Shippuden, or AKA Hurricane Chronicles. That's what it translated to. You know what I'm saying? So, like, those are two it's just one IP. It's just one IP. Naruto altogether is a 72 volume series from chapter 1 all the way to the end. After that, that's it. You feel me? Then they got Boruto. You feel me? That's a whole other.
That shit boring toe, because that shit
you
fucking.
Hey, look. So I basically said all that to say that, bro. You feel me? Like I bought 14. I have 14 volumes of the manga of Boruto. I did that just to support Kishimoto, bro. Just to be like, you know what? I'm gonna support the manga artist. You feel me?
I feel like the manga was better than the anime. My opinion.
Yeah. I mean, the manga's always better if you ask me. You feel me? That's just me.
But I don't know. But it really depends. It depends. I guess it depends on your mood. Depends on what you're looking for. It depends on what you watch first. I know a lot of times when people see something or get introduced to something first, that's gonna automatically be their favorite. Like for me, like I said, Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, that's my baby mama and my mistress right there. Yu Yu Hakusho, I can watch it in English. I can't watch it in Japanese. Okay. Right?
Naruto, the English dub is the voice acting was amazing. Like,
yeah, absolutely, beautiful. Same thing with Dragon Ball Z. I can't watch it in Japanese. Naruto, I can watch that shit in Japanese all day long.
You said you can?
Yes, I can. I only watch it in English when I'm like it's just background
doing something. Like, yeah,
like I'm just like watching it. But I'd much rather watch it in Japanese. Read the subtitles, everything. I feel like I just like it more. I like the voice actors, everything. But it just depends what you see first. So,
all right, let me ask you a real question then. Hold on, for the Dragon Ball Z. So, what background music do you prefer for the dubs? Do you prefer the rock and roll shit that we was introduced to here, or do you like the Japanese orchestral martial arts shit that they use like through Dragon Ball?
What you mean, like the theme song, or?
Well, so like, okay, so you know they had different dubs of like Z, where they had like the music that we heard like on Toonami, right?
I was watching Dragon Ball Z before Toonami was even playing it.
Okay, so like the ocean dub. Okay, see, they had so many dubs of the anime.
Yeah, I don't know. So I know, like, all right, cool. So I know like the theme song was like that the rap for Dragon Ball Z. and
Okay.
then so you had like that theme song. I know that there's also the Japanese theme song, but like because I knew the American version first, Dragon, Dragon,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that shit is legend. That shit is iconic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, that shit is way better than the Japanese version. Like, just keep it 100, right? And then they would have, I guess they would have the guitar. So like when they would put like the name of the episode or the title of the episode, it'd be like dun,
Yeah,
dun, 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 dun,
yeah,
dun,
yeah, yeah.
like
So
that
that's what
shit.
I'm
So
saying.
yeah, okay,
So yeah, okay, so that's the Bruce Faulkner. That's the Bruce version, and he cold because I rock with that shit too.
okay.
So you like that, or do you like the other?
I mean, I don't know. I need to like
Because it
see it or
changes
hear
it
it.
changes the atmosphere, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, like it really does. Like, cause I watched.
Whatever the shit they was playing in the 90s when I was in first grade,
Yeah,
that's the shit that I
so
like.
that's what.
Let me keep it at that. Let me keep it at that. That's the shit.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want no Dragon Ball Kai. I don't want no Dragon Ball Super.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Dragon
No,
Ball
no.
Z, like that authentic shit.
See, I in Dragon Ball Kai and Dragon Ball Super music respectfully sucks in my opinion.
It absolutely the Dragon Balls, both of them are terrible. It's like, yo, y'all went from that fire ass hip hop sounding Dragon Ball Z theme, and then you go to these two beat like, and I understand. I guess they're trying to relate to the kids. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't explain it.
Hey man, what that meme say? Fuck them kids.
Yes. Yes, bro. It's like, yo, stop doing this bullshit. That's why I get into arguments with people on Facebook who say Teen Titans Go is better than the regular Teen Titans. But
Mhm.
whatever, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah,
Neither
yeah,
I can't even fucking talk. Neither here nor there. Um, but yeah, all right, cool. So we got Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho. I said Naruto.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Next, Death Note.
Mm,
Love that anime.
that was good.
So fire. That you want to talk about storytelling?
That was
Amazing.
good. Plot twist
Amazing.
and everything.
Yes, absolutely. My number five. My number five could also be edged out by another one. So my number five, I'm gonna go with Rurouni Kenshin.
Okay.
When
Okay.
Tosai the
But Tosai,
Manslayer,
yeah.
when he
Samurai
fought
X.
Grenade, oh man, the Oni Waban group, like that's my shit right there.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a good list. I ain't gonna lie.
yes, and then I'll throw in as like runner up Attack on Titan.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a wimp. It's just too depressing for me, man. Damn. Like shit. Like, come on, man. We already live in this world, man. What more like
Well, you know why? That's for me.
mm-hmm.
And this is what I've seen from a lot of the successful forms of art, literature, whatever. It's the ones that are able to draw in that human emotion.
Yeah. On a
It's the
serious note, they do
yeah,
they did eat. They cooked. You feel me? Like they were able to. I've seen them. They put the anime and manga industry on a crutch with like just the anticipation people were anticipating for these chapters and everything, and like
it's not even the anticipation. The fact that it has the community divided on are you team Marley or are you team what's the fucking name of the other Marley, the Marleyans and the Eldia,
mm,
like both sides, like having people say, "Hey, I'm Team Aaron." No, Aaron is wrong. Like seeing that shit, and especially seeing it from people who have been marginalized, because now
right.
it's like, well, you know, one side was marginalized, but now that one side has a leg up, and they're trying to take over. But like it just creating that topic of conversation because we've seen people where it's slavery in the United States or the Holocaust or you know, slavery in Egypt or, you know, just whatever. You see that there are people that are marginalized. And if they were to get an opportunity to get a leg up on their oppressor, what would they do? And I feel like that's the question that Attack on Titan brings to the table. A lot
And
of
that's
my
important.
favorite animes kind of, you know, draw up those emotions. Same thing with Death Note. It's like, yo, if you had the power to eliminate all evil people, serial killers, rape, like all of that, would you do it? What would you do? And
Mm-hmm.
so, like it's just bringing up those human emotions. It's bringing up those things where it's like, yo,
Answering those questions,
yeah,
those forbidden
this villain,
questions.
he kind of makes sense. That's why
Hmm.
Thanos in the MCU made so much sense because, and that's why there's that meme that Thanos was right. It's because, yo, it's like half of you motherfuckers gotta go. It's like some of y'all are crazy. And don't get me wrong, I don't want innocent people to fucking die, but
Yeah,
there are
yeah,
criminals and people who are just plain evil that, if Thanos snapped and you guys disappeared, I ain't gonna miss you.
right, right,
I ain't gonna miss you.
right,
Especially if
right,
you're a
right,
criminal, you're going
right, right.
deuces. Turn to dust, ashes to ashes, bitch.
Yep.
There you go. But yeah, man, those are my top five. I probably, I mean, I got so many that I just like, fall in love. Actually, um, I don't know how I missed Outlaw Star when I was younger. I think
Oh yeah, that
probably
was
because I
cold too.
watched, yeah, I think because I watched Cowboy Bebop and Trigun.
Yeah.
I don't know why I missed Outlaw Star, but I just started watching it and I'm like, yo, this anime is fucking incredible. I was like, how did I
Hmm.
not watch this?
Yeah, that shit was cold.
Yeah.
Definitely was in there too. Though. It was obvious. It was introduced to me through Toonami. You know what I'm saying? It came on like either after Tenchi, which was after Dragon Ball, or right after Dragon Ball Z. But I caught that shit and it was cool. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know why I missed that. Maybe something else came on at like the same time, but whatever.
hmm
But
it was a lot. It was a lot of bangers. A lot of bangers
yeah,
coming out that time. So.
ton of bangers, bro. I mean, that's how I got introduced to Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin.
Hmm.
I said Dragon Ball Z was before that, but I was literally like, I remember when Goku and the Z Warriors were fighting fucking Buu and Majin Buu. Like that whole arc was on Toonami, and it
Hmm.
was like, yo, niggas used to rush home to not miss that block when it had freaking Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin. There was one more anime that was Big O was on there, like so
Yeah.
many different things. Oh no, was Big O was on Adult Swim, right? I don't know, but either way, it was fire.
Yeah. 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 Damn, you just took me back with that one, bro.
Bro, that's why we here, man. That's why
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
doing this shit, man. I love all the nostalgia. I love all of the, sometimes I'll be, I don't know, like I'll look at something that is like stashed away that I have, or maybe like a book or something, or maybe I'll see, something on like YouTube and it'll just trigger that like dopamine spike of nostalgia. And I'm like, holy shit, like I literally can like envision myself younger, like doing my homework, watching Toonami, or
Right. Right.
putting in the fucking VHS to record the fucking episode so I can rewatch that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, I love shit like that. Super dope, man. Super dope. So, we were on Onsoru GO. We were on Slumpland X. You have your new project that you're writing, and that you're creating right now.
Mhm.
How long does it take you to? So, like, Slumpland X is 44 pages. How long does it take you to create that whole thing?
If I got everything written out, probably like with no distractions, because I'm a father too. I have a 3-year-old, so
Nice.
that cuts into time.
What do
So
I know that? I got two kids, bro. Talk about double
yeah,
cut into the time.
you feel me? So yeah, I don't need to elaborate more on that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Uh, honestly, I say if I work without distractions, I could do that in about 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, write the story, do all of the artwork, everything in 2 weeks?
Okay. No, I said if the story was already written, I
Oh,
could do
okay,
it
okay.
in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because then I plot out my work. You know what I'm saying? And I'll
No,
plot by.
like the whole thing, like the whole from like writing that first line all the way to drawing that last page. How
Hmm,
long does that process take you?
hmm, hmm. Yeah, I could say about 3 weeks.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I literally will just zero in and like, uh, if you ever chop it up with Mark or DeAndre again, they'll tell you, bro. I just work, bro. That's all I do. That's all I do. After I get off this call with you, I got another Zoom call. We got some, I do art sessions with other artists and everything. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
I'm like, yo, I don't want to believe this guy. I'm like, yo, this guy Seji is bullshitting me, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, that's fucking impressive.
Thank you, bro. Hey, y'all. I've been eating a cheeseburger this whole interview.
Nah, you're good, man. You're good.
Been choosing the right moments to take a bite.
You're good,
I don't
man.
care
You're
if
good.
people watching me eat. This shit busting.
That's fucking jokes, man. That is fucking jokes. It's all good, man. Like I said, like yo, this shit is real.
We
This shit is
chilling.
authentic, off the cuff, man. You know, none of that professional shit here. Although I do want to keep some sort of professionalism.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
either
yeah,
way,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like yo, it's like I said, it's like we're just boys, just fucking chatting and fucking somebody hit the record button and that's it, man.
You
But
know what I'm saying?
cool. But yeah. Other than that, I don't have anything else for you, man. I appreciate you hopping on. I
Oh
know I
man, you
know
gonna kick me out already, man? I just got
no,
here,
no,
man.
no, no. We're gonna get to the good stuff on Patreon. That's what we're gonna do.
I just started. I just started my second burger, bro.
God damn, that's your second burger?
Yeah,
Holy
I
shit.
just had one.
Holy shit, man. No, no, we're saving the good shit for Patreon, bro. It's like, all right, cool. We got through everything. All right, so now let's get to the good stuff. I want to get into like the actual business. I want to get into like your marketing, like what you have planned for all that shit. So we'll save that for Patreon. But before we cut out of here, Seji, obviously, I thank you and appreciate you for even taking the time out. I know you're a busy guy and you got kids on top of that. So that explains why you're wolfing down your freaking food right now.
You feel me?
It's because you got to get to fucking work, man. You get it how you live, bro. But
Hey man,
you want
thank you.
to no problem, man. You want to plug anything before we cut out of here?
Uh, hey, you all just follow Onsoru GO. That's on IG. That's on Twitter. That's on Facebook. Hell, even Google it. Onsoru GO. And you'll find my stuff there, everybody's stuff there, you know what I'm saying? Onsoru GO. Thank you all. Thank you, B minus.
Awesome. And yeah, we are out. Again, subscribe to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube channel. Also hit me up on Patreon for all the good exclusive shit. And I will catch you guys later. Deuces.